Lucy goes out with her best friend Minnie, as they are attending a friend's birthday party. They are the earliest ones to reach the cafe they will be meeting at, and Lucy is surprised to find that Dwayne does a part-time job there. He greets her, and even Minnie is happy to see a handsome man like him. After that, the two girls sit down to order, but Lucy's entire focus is on Dwayne, who notices her and passes her a charming smile. After deciding on her order, Lucy goes to the counter to pay, but Dwayne tells her that she doesn't have enough money. He says that she needs to pay tax for staring at his beautiful face for so long, and Lucy calls him a liar. She says that if he were as handsome as he thinks, this restaurant would be full of girls and not so empty. Well, Dwayne takes some emotional damage because of that. He then refuses to accept Lucy's money and tells her that it is his treat today. She accepts it and orders soup on his tab. As she's eating soup, Lucy hears Dwayne asking for an advance from his manager because his financial situation is not so healthy. Now Lucy feels guilty about letting him treat her to free food. Suddenly, the birthday boy and his friends come there. It is our simp Foozen who recognizes Dwayne as Lucy's fake brother and greets him, hoping to get in his good books. He then tells everyone that they will celebrate his birthday at the karaoke, and before they leave, Dwayne asks Lucy to return home before dark, or everyone will be worried for her. She nods in response and then goes with her friends. In karaoke, Foozen is having fun with his friends. He celebrates his birthday bash and cuts the cake, and then suddenly picks the mic, saying that he has an important announcement to make. He grabs Lucy's hand and pulls her up, despite her faint struggle. He wants to propose to her in front of everyone, but she stops him before he can get to business. She knows that he likes her, but she doesn't, and she doesn't want to embarrass him in front of everyone by rejecting him on his birthday. So she leaves the karaoke and Foozen follows her, leaving Minnie with a look of jealousy on her face because she likes Foozen a lot. Outside, Foozen is following Lucy, and Dwayne spots them from his restaurant. Foozen proposes to Lucy there and gets emotional as he says that she is his first love. Lucy clearly rejects him, saying that she doesn't see him as more than a friend. Press F for our boy in the friend zone. Lucy asks Foozen to not ruin their friendship by forcing his love on her, and he is heartbroken. He starts crying because of that, and no matter how much Lucy consoles him, he doesn't stop. Suddenly, Dwayne arrives there, and Foozen gets nervous upon seeing him. He runs away, and then Dwayne tells Lucy that it is okay if she doesn't like her friend, but she should not be so blunt when rejecting him. He asks her to be considerate of his feelings and treat him with courtesy, even when rejecting him. She falls silent upon hearing his advice, and after a while, she suddenly changes the topic to Dwayne's financial condition. She says that if he needs money, she can help him, but being a gentleman, Dwayne refuses her. He says that he is not so desperate that he needs to get help from his friend's younger sister, but he still thanks Lucy for her concern. The next day in school, Lucy tries talking to Minnie in between the classes, but she blatantly ignores her. Soon, the teacher tells the students about the upcoming sports day, and he forces Lucy to enroll in the high jump competition because she always avoids taking part in any sports events. After the classes end, Lucy once again approaches Minnie, but she ignores her like she can't even hear her voice. Soon, it is the day of the sports festival. Foozen is taking part in a race, and Minnie cheers him on loudly. Lucy sees this, and she understands the entire truth. Minnie likes Foozen, and she is not talking to her out of jealousy. Soon after that, it is time for Lucy's high jump event, and she takes along her second friend to register for it. Foozen comes there to wish her the best of luck, and Lucy thanks him cheerfully and politely, following Dwayne's advice. That makes Foozen feel better. However, once Lucy goes to the registration counter, she is surprised to see her brother and Dwayne working there as volunteers. As Sang-Yan learns that his sister is trying to enroll in the high jump competition, he immediately disqualifies her because he knows that even an 80-year-old grandma has better athletic abilities than her. He disqualifies her even before the competition starts and begins laughing, telling Lucy that this is for her sake, because otherwise she will end up breaking her bones. Dwayne is startled awake by his friend's laughter. As he sees Lucy, he registers her name in the competition and even wishes her the best of luck. Lucy is getting ready for the competition when Dwayne comes up to her and puts a cap on her head to protect her from the sunlight. He advises her to warm up properly to give her best, but suddenly, Sang-Yan ruins their moment by clicking some pictures of them. Lucy tells him to stop clicking photos, but it is already too late. Dwayne suddenly snatches the camera from Sang-Yan and asks her to stop bullying Lucy. Finally, it is time for the high jump competition. When Lucy's turn comes, she fails the first attempt so badly because she doesn't even jump. The second attempt is a failure as well. Sang-Yan and Dwayne cheer her on when she makes her final attempt and tell her to at least cross the mark. Lucy takes a few deep breaths and gathers her determination to clear the mark. Everyone looks at her intensity and thinks that she will definitely succeed this time, but they couldn't be more wrong. Lucy runs towards the obstacle, jumps, and instead of crossing the bar, she falls to the ground. injuring her arm and leg instead. Sang-yeon immediately rushes to her aid and lifts her on his shoulders. Lucy's teacher from the middle school comes there too, and he recognizes Dwayne as Lucy's brother. He points to Sang-yeon and asks who this guy is picking up his sister. Before Sang-yeon can say anything that exposes their act, Lucy says that Sang-yeon is her dad. The teacher is stunned and asks what kind of genes their family has. He doesn't believe that someone looking so young can be a dad to such grown kids, but Dwayne plays along and claims that Sang-yeon really is their dad. Sang-yeon is upset and angry at the fact that Lucy called him her dad when he is still young, and a virgin on top of that. He tells her to get off his back, and Dwan has to carry her instead. Sang-yeon leaves angrily, and Dwan takes Lucy to the medical tent, where he tends to her injuries himself. Lucy thanks him for being a kind gentleman as opposed to her brother, when suddenly Sang-yeon comes there to take her home. As he is carrying her away, Lucy notices Dwan being nice to all the girls, and she thinks that she is not special at all. On the way, Sang-yeon gives Lucy some chocolate to pacify her, and apologize for angrily leaving earlier. She shares it with him, and both happily head back home.